here I go and lie to Jack and tell him that I'm gonna do a video on the Ultra Instinct technique that I came up with. There might be another name for it, I don't know. But, the point is that I lied. I'm instead gonna do a video on the Hawkin scale. I'll give a picture of it. Basically, the Hawking scale is this cone of an emotional spectrum from like lower frequencies of fear, regret, shame to higher frequencies of joy, love, beauty. You get it. Anyway, the point is, I saw a video where that I think that was more in line with what you would use the Hawking scale for. I don't remember the original intent of the Hawking scale. I think it was just a way of measuring a good psychological state. But the way this guy described it was almost like there's different pathways to getting what you want and getting the universe to comply to what you want. And while we as humans would define them as positive and negative, what he defined it as and what he thinks the universe defines it as is power versus force. In other words, power is something that you live in. You are just in that state. There is no fighting involved. There is no resistance. There is no, feeling bad. Force is you will do it, but you're not going to like doing it. If you, let's say, for example, you're in a state of regret and shame. You may do something good for somebody because you feel like you have to. There's, you've done them wrong, you feel bad inside, so you force yourself to do it. But if you're coming from a state of love, well, then you're not forcing yourself to do it, you just do it. And that's how he's trying to explain these concepts, is there is the rationalization and the imposing force, and then there is just the state of being, the I am of power. And it's definitely something to consider. It's also something to consider because a lot of people associate having power, now I'm using small p power with quotations, with sociopaths and things. You think of like Jeff Bezos, which I don't think Jeff Bezos is a sociopath, but you get what I mean. You think of Jeff Bezos and fucking whoever, and they're billionaires and they got all the power in the world and stuff like that, and then people associate them with having no emotions and having just they're sadistic and they don't care who they step on and blah blah blah. And but do they? Are they powerful or are they forceful? And at that, what is their emotional state and what kind of emotions do they impose on other people? Because, like, does Jeff Bezos make you feel afraid and shameful and regret and blah, blah, blah? I mean, I suppose on some level, Amazon makes us feel joyful to have convenience of items, but that's the thing. What emotions is he projecting outward and what emotions does he have internally? I'm not Jeff Bezos. I don't know what he's thinking about, but we can kind of assess his power level, so to speak, with these types of questions and observations. So yes, I do believe that there are just as many, if not more, people in the world that get what they want via the force than they do with the power. But I think you can do it with both. At least that was the impression I was getting from that video, which I'm sharing with you now in my own words because, well, I just explain things differently. So, there you go.